Hi there again everyone, Josie here from Life at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here in my channel. Today I have another Dollar Tree DIY for you, and it's one of my favorite things to do here on my channel, making organizers. Inexpensive and budget friendly and multi-purpose. This is the organizer that I came up with. It kind of reminds me of the IKEA Raskog cart without the wheels and without the expensive price tag. And this one is so versatile, you can use it anywhere, whether you're crafting or organizing your kitchen, on top of your counter, underneath the sink, and many other applications. So let's get started. Here are the materials we will be using. 2 rectangular shallow tray baskets, and they come in different colors, so just choose the one that will match your style. 2 paper towel holders. They come in 2 styles, one in stainless steel and the other one is kind of like vinyl white. You will also need some zip ties. I will be using, I think, 24 pieces of zip ties, 6 pieces of this small slotted basket. Optional E6000 Fix All is sold at the Dollar Tree. It's kind of like E6000, it's super glue, and I will be using definitely my hot glue gun, as well as a pair of scissors. I'm gonna put this either this way or this way. Okay, so depending on the space available you have, you can do it, maneuver it any way you want. I want to put it this way, and then the other one I'm gonna put it like this. See that? It's kind of sitting there, but I am going to be tying them with zip ties. See, there's a lip there. So what you can do in order to make it more straight, probably cut something there. So I'm just going to mark where I think the cut should be. So this, I think I'm going to do a little wider. Okay, it's much better with this small one because of the angle. I decided to use a small pair of scissors instead of the big scissors that I originally intended to use, because it's easier to cut with this small space here on the lip. And you don't really need the box cutter, but if you feel more comfortable using a box cutter, go ahead and do so. I just feel more comfortable using my scissors. Just make sure you have a sharp one. I'm going ahead also and cutting or trimming it here so that you have enough space to fit the paper towel holder. This way it will be flush to the side of this basket. So as you can see, it's not that hard to cut because it's made of thin plastic. I think I cut a little too small because I marked the lines inside, not outside the frame of the paper towel holder. So just keep that in mind. But the good thing is you can always cut some more in order for it to fit. Okay. See how easy that is until you get a measurement like that. See how the lip I created gave it a good indentation for this to fit. Okay, then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Next, I am going to be attaching some zip ties. Just put it in, then pull it, and so that it's not coming out, I'll pull it more so that the bulky part of the zip tie is towards the inner part of the basket, okay? Not out here protruding. So here's another one, and just put it in here. not going anywhere. Okay, and then here's another side. I'm not gonna cut the zip ties yet. Okay, then I'm gonna connect the other one. Now, of course, I'm probably not too centered. If you really want to measure so that you have it centered, go ahead. I am repeating whatever I've done on the other side to this side. Okay, here we go. There's the bottom part. Now, let's check out how we can do the top part. The top part will be like this. You don't need to make a cut. You'll actually use this as your anchor. This one and this one here. So it's going to be sitting on top. Okay, let's cut this zip ties first. Make sure they're tight and aligned. Now it's time to add this. There, so I'm gonna center it a little bit more and then tie it there. So this one I'm gonna probably put one at the bottom hole and then top hole on each side. Okay, so I'm gonna put on each side 4 zip ties, just so that it's more durable or stronger. I'm gonna be putting it inside again, the knot. I'm gonna tighten it as much. So I'm gonna do another one. I'm repeating the same process on the other side. For stability, I need to put more zip ties, so 1 on each side again, like I said earlier. I was thinking I can stop here, but if I put something heavy, it will tilt like that, right? So I'm trying to avoid that. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more, you can actually use 2 on each side, 2 paper towel holders on each side. Maybe 1 here and 1 here. So it'll be better and it will not wobble when you put something heavy. So I think what you have to do is, to avoid tipping, to put the heavier ones here and then the lighter ones on the top. Okay? And reinforcing it. And again, like I said, reinforcing is really important. So I'm just gonna cut this now. Put a couple more zip ties on each side. Straighten it, make sure it's straight. And what I'm doing here is I'm gonna put it all the way to the top for a stronger hold. I think it's better. Oh yeah, it's not even tipping. So I just needed another zip tie to stop it from tipping. So what I'm gonna do is, this one comes 3 in a pack. Sometimes they have a bonus 4 in a pack. Next, I'm attaching 3 baskets on each side of this shelf unit organizer. So first, this one, I will be having it sit on top of the other half of the bottom part of the paper towel holder. So I will be using 2 zip ties here, making sure that I align it properly So just 2 zip ties here at the bottom, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert it through so that it will not just attach to the paper towel holder but also to the big basket, to the slots of the big baskets, like so. Right there. See? And then I'm gonna put another one here. My apologies, when I was putting this tray I was out of angle, so this is sort of a second step here. What I've done is, if you've noticed, I put the second tray, I let it sit on the top of the big tray, the side top of the big tray, so that at least it helps and it adds to the stability, and it is another way of anchoring it. It helps prevent it from sliding down. So I think that doing so will make it a little bit more stable and keep it in place. So I'm just tightening the zip ties here, and then I'm going to be adding 2 more on the top of this small basket. Okay, so I finished the other side from bottom to top, adding 3 small trays, and the footage was not really clear and too overly focused that you may get confused. So I've decided to film again the top part of this other side so that you can see clearly from this vantage point. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to attach or use zip ties to attach this top portion. Okay. Make sure before you tighten that it's already tucked in. Okay? See that? There. And then another one on this side. So it is really necessary that it's here because it's locked up. No matter how heavy what you put there, it's not gonna slide down. There we go. Amazing. Now, since I still have extra 5 zips, to make this stronger, I think I'm gonna add 2 more, 1 on each here, so that it doesn't fall like that. See, it doesn't slide down. Instead of putting it like this, I'm gonna take advantage of the top portion and tie it that way, diagonal, from the bottom part here going up, creating a loop on top of the shelf. I'll show you. I hope you can see it. See that? So it doesn't go anywhere. To prevent scratches and cuts, as well as reinforce my connections, I am applying hot glue onto the tip of the connections of the zip ties. As you can see, there's something protruding there. You can also use a nail filer or sanding block just to kind of file that down, but I find that applying hot glue not only protects you from scratches to seal that area, but also reinforces the connection. This is the final or the finished project. I set it up this way. Look at how much I can put in here. So this is just an example. You can customize this or organize it the way you want to use this. So for example, for me, in my case, I probably want to use this for a lot of my crafting essentials that I use on a daily basis when I am doing a project. So I have my acrylic paints, I have my sponge brushes, and here are my chalk paints, my Mod Podge, another glue applicator, some glue here, Fix All, and then I have my brushes, my palette knives, I have some elastics here, and I have my scissors, And also I have threads and twines. I have more glue inside. I have used the Dollar Tree trays. This one comes to for $1. This is the wider one. And then this smaller one is like the white one here is 3 for $1. Sanitizer, some elastics, the black and white elastics. I have, you know, my marker, my ruler there. I have my adhesive foams, dispensers for my ribbons. Two sizes. One are the minis or the smaller sizes, and these are the bigger ones or the standard sizes. And I'm just taking advantage of the features, kind of like built-in dispenser. Use a dowel. You can get inexpensively at Michael's. Use your coupons, or Walmart. They sell them inexpensively as well. Go to their craft section. It's a total of $6 to start with. I think that this will be good also for adding casters. Imagine this kind of like your mini IKEA Raskog. So that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will be making this too. I'm trying to come up with solutions that are inexpensive and also with easy to follow instructions. I am listing down below the complete list of materials, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. And let me know if you're gonna make it, and if you will make it, where are you gonna be using it, because this is another versatile multi-purpose organizer. So hopefully this is another one that you can also use. Again, thanks everyone. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, click like and share. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you again on my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.